Sam Darnold and Drake Maye are about to do something that not even Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, or even Lamar Jackson have ever accomplished. Even Patrick Mahomes hasn't done it for the last 2 seasons, and that is win a Super Bowl championship. But which one walks away with the hardware? Let's find out. In this video, I chose 12 key statistical categories that do the best job to determine the outcome of a game. I'll also share my opinion on who I think will win the game, as well as running both teams through the simulation to see who comes out on top. And before I share the results, I'm assuming this is a joke, but someone online, one of the social media platforms, said that Drake Maye and Sam Darnold both watched my channel. Now, at the time of recording this, I have like 5 subscribers. I truly doubt that either one of them watches, but Sam and Drake, good luck in the Super Bowl, and if you are watching, please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. All right, as we jump into the results, I do want to make it clear that everything that I'm comparing here, I took regular season data only. I did not include anything from the playoffs. So if there's one thing in sports you can count on, it is the team that scores the most points is going to win the game or the match or whatever it may be. So I start things off with points for. New England is second in the NFL, scoring 490 points in the regular season, and Seattle was nipping at their heels, coming in third with 483. The differential was so close that I marked points for as even. Equally important to a good offense is a good defense. So next up, I looked at points against. New England has a tremendous defense, coming in 4th in the NFL, giving up 18.8 points per game. But Seattle, the #1 defense in terms of points per game in the league, giving up 17.2. All right, for the next 2 categories, I ranked the offensive and defensive lines. These are so critical in the outcome of a game. And to get the ranking, I went to PFF. Some people love PFF, some people hate it. I think they do a really good job, and they have New England ranked as the 11th best offensive line in football, and Seattle as 15. Conversely, in terms of defensive line, they have New England ranked as 15, and Seattle is the 8th best in football. All right, next up we have turnover margin. Again, a very key component in wins or losses. On the season, New England is at +3, and Seattle is at -3. Next, I looked at net passing yards per attempt. I thought this was a more accurate reflection of the passing game, and unbelievably, New England ranks first in the league, 7.7 yards per pass attempt, while Seattle is right behind them at 7.6. So for this one, I called it even. It's old school, but it's just as important now as it was back in the day, and that is rushing game. Seattle averages 4.1 yards per rush attempt, while New England sits at 4.4. No matter how efficient you are on offense, running game, passing game, the one thing that can be a killer are penalties. During the regular season, New England had 99 penalties, while Seattle had 100. Now, in terms of yardage, Seattle was penalized 854 yards, while Seattle was only penalized 793. But breaking that down per game, it was such a nominal difference that I decided to make this category even. Our 9th category is time of possession. Again, very critical in terms of winning football. New England comes in with 31 minutes and 28 seconds on average, while Seattle is 30 minutes and 10 seconds. Advantage, Patriots. In researching the best metrics for this video, one that I found time and time again was third down conversion rate. This again is pretty close. So New England's regular season third down conversion rate was 40.66%. Seattle was 40.61%. And it really does give you an indication of why both teams are in the Super Bowl. They are so close statistically in all these categories. It's really uncanny, but that's what the good football teams do. Next up, I threw this one in myself. I didn't find any research that said anything about kicking, but to me, these games many times are so close, and a kicking game is so crucial. So I took a look at both kickers.
Here we are. I'm out of my 3rd Pro Bowl. I'm about to go in and throw a touchdown to Jerry Rice. We're honoring the Hall of Fame. We're talking about our idiot kicker.
New England has rookie Andres Borregales, who had a very good season, making 84.4% of his kicks, and he was 4 for 4 from outside of 50. Then we have the veteran on the other side, Seattle's Jason Myers, 11 years in the league. He was a little bit better in terms of overall percentage at 85.4. He wasn't quite as effective in terms of percentage from 50 out, but he was 9 of 12. So for experience in terms of years in the league, and the experience with as many kicks as he had outside of 50, I'm going to go with Jason Myers. And if I added in kicking, I also had to add in special teams. So for this, I went to lineups.com. I looked at the rankings of all the teams in the league. Seattle is actually the 2nd best special teams unit in the league, according to the data compiled by lineups.com, while New England is 20th. And then finally, we had the simulation. Just as all of these side-by-side comparisons were so close, So was the simulation. I ran 10 games, and in the end, Seattle won 6-4. So, the Seahawks win in the side-by-side comparison. The Vegas odds go to the Seahawks, and the simulation went to the Seahawks. And in my gut, I feel like the Seattle Seahawks will win the Super Bowl, primarily just on one metric, which is defense. But oddly enough, New England is sensational defensively as well. But again, that's why it's just a gut feeling. So, New England could smash them. Who knows what's going to happen? And really, in the end, what I'm looking for as a football fan, as a Bengals fan that doesn't have a chance to see their team even in the playoffs, is really just a good game. So what do you think about these metrics? What do you think about the comparison, the simulation? Do you think Seattle takes it? Do you think New England's going to beat them? Even if you're watching this after the Super Bowl, we'll see if this came out to be correct or not. What did you think before the Super Bowl started? Who did you pick? But Sam and Drake, good luck in the Super Bowl. And if you are watching, please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that.
Here we are. I'm out of my third Pro Bowl. I'm about to go in and throw a touchdown to Jerry Rice. We're honoring the Hall of Fame. We're talking about our idiot kicker.